Ever seen a flashy post online promising a secret hack for free Netflix? These posts are hard to miss, popping up on your feed with bold claims and eye-catching graphics, all designed to grab your attention instantly. They're everywhere, preying on our desire for a bargain as subscription costs rise. With streaming services getting more expensive, it's no wonder so many people are tempted by the idea of getting something for nothing. These offers sound tempting, but behind them lurk digital risks and illegal activities. What looks like a harmless shortcut can actually be a trap set by cybercriminals. The fantasy of a genius hacker unlocking Netflix for everyone is just that, a fantasy. The reality is far less glamorous and much more dangerous. In reality, these so-called hacks involve theft, fraud, and tricking users into giving up personal information. Scammers use fake websites and phishing tactics to steal your data, putting your privacy at risk. The myth of a simple, safe hack is just that, a myth. There's no magic trick that lets you bypass security without consequences. The promise of free access draws in countless people who don't realize the consequences. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement and ignore the warning signs. What seems like a free movie night could open the door to identity theft, financial loss, and legal trouble. Victims often find themselves dealing with stolen credit cards or compromised accounts. We're here to pull back the curtain on these supposed secrets. It's time to separate fact from fiction and expose how these scams really work. We'll show you how hackers and scammers really operate, and the real risks for anyone who tries these methods. Understanding their tactics is the first step to protecting yourself. From malware to legal consequences, the price of free is often far higher than a monthly subscription. The aftermath can be stressful, costly, and even damaging to your reputation. This isn't about teaching you to break the law. It's about helping you recognize scams and stay safe online. We want you to enjoy streaming without falling victim to these traps. Let's dive in and see what's really behind the myth of free Netflix. By the end, you'll know how to spot these scams and protect yourself from the dangers lurking online. When people hear the word hacking, they often picture those dramatic movie scenes, lines of complex code racing across screens, instant break-ins, and mysterious figures in hoodies. Hollywood loves to make hacking look like a high-speed, high-tech battle. But in reality, most hacking is far less glamorous and much more ordinary. Real-world hacking is usually much simpler than what you see on screen. At its core, hacking just means gaining unauthorized access to a system or account, often without any fancy tools at all. And the weakest link in any security system, it's almost always humans. Most so-called Netflix hacks aren't about clever programming. They're about tricking people, using deception and theft to get what they want. There are white hat hackers who help companies find and fix security flaws, and black hat hackers who break in for malicious reasons or personal gain. The Netflix hacks you hear about online, those are firmly in black hat territory. Think of Netflix as a secure building. Hackers rarely smash through the walls. Instead, they trick someone with a key or convince them to open the door. This technique is called social engineering, and it's surprisingly effective. For example, hackers might send fake emails pretending to be Netflix support, asking you to verify your password or payment details. When you enter your information, they steal it. It's much easier than breaking into Netflix's actual servers, which are heavily protected. Netflix spends millions every year on security, making direct breaches nearly impossible for most hackers. So, most hacks target individual users, not the system itself. It's much easier to trick a person than to outsmart a corporation's defenses. Stolen credentials are then used to access paid subscriptions for free, or even sold to others looking for a bargain. The real danger isn't a broken system, it's compromised accounts one by one, often without the victim even realizing it at first. This creates a thriving black market for stolen access, where accounts are bought and sold in secret corners of the internet. Understanding the difference between Hollywood fiction and real-world hacking is key to protecting yourself and your accounts from becoming the next target. One of the most common ways hackers get into Netflix is credential stuffing, using stolen usernames and passwords from other breaches. This method is alarmingly effective because so many people use the same password for multiple accounts, making it easy for hackers to break in once they have a leaked password from anywhere else. Many people reuse passwords, so a leak from one site can unlock their Netflix. Even a minor breach on a forgotten website can put your streaming account at risk if you're not careful with your credentials. Phishing scams are another favorite. These attacks are getting more sophisticated, often mimicking real Netflix emails almost perfectly. You get an email that looks like it's from Netflix, urging you to fix a fake problem. The message might warn you that your account will be suspended or that there's suspicious activity, pushing you to act quickly. The link leads to a fake login page, and when you enter your info, it goes straight to the scammer. They can then use your credentials or sell them to others. There's also a black market for pre-hacked accounts, sold for cheap on shady websites. These marketplaces thrive on stolen data and are surprisingly easy to find for those who know where to look. Buyers get login details for accounts stolen through these methods, often without the real owner knowing. Sometimes these accounts are sold to dozens of people at once, causing chaos for the original user. Some scams don't even deliver access. They just trick you into filling out surveys, giving up personal info, or downloading malware. These fake offers can seem harmless, but are designed to exploit your trust. The surveys make money for scammers, your info can be sold, and the downloads are often viruses or spyware. This can lead to even more serious problems, like identity theft or financial loss. In every case, the promise of free Netflix is just bait. The real cost is your privacy and security. The real goal is to steal your data, your money, or both. Scammers are always looking for new ways to profit from unsuspecting users. These tricks are widespread and alarmingly effective. Millions of people fall victim to them every year, often without realizing it until it's too late. Falling for them can cost you far more than a subscription. The consequences can include drained bank accounts, compromised identities, and endless headaches. Stay alert to these common tactics. Protect your accounts with strong, unique passwords, and always double-check suspicious messages before clicking any links. Using hacked streaming accounts isn't harmless. It's participating in a criminal ecosystem. The real account owner suffers, and you're dealing with untrustworthy criminals. These sites are riddled with malware. One wrong click can install keyloggers that steal your passwords and financial info. Downloaded tools are often Trojans, opening your computer to hackers who can steal your files and identity. Your data can be used for fraud or sold on the dark web, causing years of trouble. Every stolen account fuels more cybercrime. Paying for a legitimate subscription protects you and helps stop these criminal networks. The short-term gain isn't worth the long-term risk. Protect yourself and others by staying away from hacked accounts. Many think using a stolen streaming account is a minor offense, but it's a crime in most countries. In the US, the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act makes unauthorized access illegal. Using stolen Netflix credentials counts. While law enforcement may not chase every user, the risk of being caught is real, and penalties can be severe. Organized sellers and buyers of stolen accounts face even harsher consequences. If a seller is investigated, their customer list could implicate you. Ignorance isn't a defense. Terms of service explicitly forbid unauthorized access. Companies can sue for damages, and civil suits can cost thousands. Your digital trail, IP address, device info, payment details can all be traced. The legal risks are far greater than any savings. Piracy isn't worth the price. The hunt for free Netflix is a goldmine for cybercriminals spreading malware. Sites promising hacks are loaded with ransomware, spyware, and adware. Download a fake account generator, and you could find your files encrypted. Pay a ransom or lose everything. Spyware can record your keystrokes, steal your passwords, and even spy through your webcam. Adware bombards you with pop-ups and slows your computer, often leading to more scams. Removing these threats can be costly and difficult. Trusting criminals with your computer is a huge gamble. There's no support, no guarantees, and no safety net. Every click is a risk to your data, your money, and your privacy. The people offering these hacks see you as a target, not a customer. The real cost of free is your security and peace of mind. Netflix isn't passive. They invest heavily in security to protect users from fraud. Their systems monitor for suspicious logins, flagging unusual activity, and forcing password resets. They scan the web for stolen credentials and warn users at risk. Multi-factor authentication adds another layer of protection. Legal and anti-piracy teams work with law enforcement to track and prosecute criminals. Their goal: dismantle the networks behind stolen accounts. Security is always evolving, making it harder for hackers to succeed. Staying within the system keeps you safer. After seeing the dangers of free Netflix hacks, the legal alternative is clear. Paying for a subscription protects your data and gives you a better experience. No malware, no interruptions, no risk. Streaming services offer different plans to fit your budget, including family sharing options. You get customer support and personalized recommendations. Supporting legal streaming funds the creation of new shows and movies. Your subscription helps pay the people who make the content you love. Legal streaming is safer, more reliable, and supports the industry. The small monthly fee is worth every penny. The promise of a secret Netflix hack is a dangerous illusion. These schemes rely on stolen passwords, phishing, and malware. Nothing clever, just criminal. The risks are severe: malware, identity theft, legal trouble, and constant anxiety. Netflix's security is always improving, and black markets are under constant attack. Trying to cheat the system is a losing game. The stress and uncertainty aren't worth a few free movies. The best advice: stay safe and stay legal. Use strong passwords, enable multi-factor authentication, and be skeptical of too good to be true offers. Legal streaming buys you security, reliability, and peace of mind. The risk is never worth the reward.